Hello and welcome to JKEV. I'm Joe, and today we're at the 2022 Chicago Auto Show for another walk around of an all-new vehicle. This is the 2023 Chevy Silverado Electric. So let's just jump into some details about the all-new Silverado. It's going to be available with an all-wheel drive drivetrain, which will feature up to 664 horsepower and 400 miles of range. It can do this because it has that same 200 kilowatt hour battery that's found in the Hummer EV, which is 800 volts, which allows super fast charging. But let's take a step back and just think about how massive this battery is. I know I discussed it in the Hummer video. 200 kilowatt hours, that's almost 3 times the size of our Volkswagen battery. That's double what you would find in a Model S or Model S Tesla. So it is a very big battery, and that is going to make this truck very heavy. But 0 to 60, because of all this power, 4.4 seconds. So it's definitely going to perform like a sports car with the weight of a tank. It is capable of 200 kilowatt charging, and that allows it to gain 100 miles of range in just 10 minutes. So believe it or not, even though this is going to be very inefficient, it'll be able to do some serious road tripping just because of how fast you can recover the range in only 10 minutes to go another 100 miles. That's typically how we do it. We just hit a charger, 10 minutes, boom, down the road to the next stop. So you can really get across the country pretty quickly here. But also all that power is going to feature 10,000 pounds of towing with 1,300 pounds of payload capacity. Another interesting feature, it's going to feature up to optional 24-inch rims. So serious rubber on the ground there. Pricing is going to start out at just $42,000, but if you get carried away with the options list, you can get up to $107,000 with a fully loaded truck. And deliveries will begin in 2023. So very interesting with the accent lighting here, very similar to the Ford Lightning of the accent light bar that goes all the way across the front of the vehicle and then right into the running lights just above that. But then the headlights are separated right down below. And then the illuminated Chevy badge looks very good. That's an option I would definitely check on mine. Very flat front, so you do have to, I would recommend putting paint protection film if you do get one of these, because I would worry about rocks hitting that front paint and getting some rock chips. But it's still nice to see. It's also that front end being having a rounded off look, not being as chiseled as the F-150 is going to help with the range, and that's how this vehicle will achieve 400 miles of EPA range. The side profile may look very similar, as this is very similar to the outgoing Chevy Avalanche that you may remember from about 10 years ago. And that holds true with the trunk. It actually has a mid-gate type design, so if you have longer cargo like skis or something, or plywood, or like 2x4s, you can open up a hatch in the back and slide those boards right in. Charging happens right here, right behind the rear wheel. So same setup as the Hummer EV. And then we carry over to the back, and you'll see much more of a traditional rear end here. It features the Chevy multi-split tailgate, and then just standard Chevy taillights on each side, no accent bar across the back like the F-150 had. But here, if I lift you up, you can see this mid-gate design, which allows cargo to pass through into the cabin. And still features practicalities such as the side steps and etc. to be able to access the back very easily. And like I said, the multi-tailgate really lends itself well to a lot of practicality, such as making it a workspace, etc. So here's some more details about the Silverado, a little bit more of Chevy's press information. This is the first all-electric pickup truck for Chevy. Technically second for GM because the Hummer did beat it to market, but certainly a good-looking vehicle. Here's a look at the MultiFlex Tailgate that was not open earlier. I can highlight it now. So you can easily step into the bed right here, and then it can also fold in a plethora of other ways to be useful. And there's a closer look at the Chevy Avalanche style fold flat pass through, so you can get longer lumber and stuff like that into the back of the vehicle. Also, I just wanted to highlight back in the bed here, there'll be 4 120 volt outlets as well as 1 240 outlets. So any power tools that you need to have at the job site, you won't need to have a generator. You can pretty much just power it off the truck So a huge convenience there of less equipment needed to bring back and forth. All right, Chevrolet is kind enough to let us get a little closer look at the 2024 Chevy Silverado Electric. First we're gonna take a look at the Frunk, see how it compares to the F-150 Frunk. Pretty similar in size, pretty deep cubby, and I like that it's washable, easy to clean out. Also features some electric outlets right there. But yeah, I like the low load floor compared to the Rivian. The Rivian, you kind of have to lift stuff over to get it in. Here, it's real easy at a nice shelf height to load and unload the vehicle from the Frunk. Now I'll make our way back to the interior. Huge fan of almost the almost Corvette kind of styling, how it mixes the white leather with the black leather on the seats. Kind of a sporty design. Really shows off the performance that this truck is capable of in that 0 to 60 in under 4.5 second time. Huge touchscreens, a 12-inch instrument cluster, as well as, is it a 15-inch?
17
17-inch
inch.
infotainment screen. So huge screens. You can see the Google Maps loaded up here. And it's an Android, or it's a Google operating system, so you'll be able to get apps from their app store to download straight to your vehicle, so you won't even need to connect to your phone. You can just use Spotify and stuff like that straight to the vehicle. And the rear, being that it is a crew cab design, tons of space back here. Definitely could be comfortable here for a long road trip. And here's kind of a closer look at the midgate that folds down to allow longer lumber and stuff like that to be loaded. Kind of the seat folds forward, and then the back kind of folds down, so you can increase the cargo capacity by not having to have the tailgate down for everything you have in the bed. All in all, I think it's a pretty good job by Chevrolet on this truck. I'm really interested in the wars to come in the future of Ford versus Chevy. Could even kind of throw Rivian in there, but really just a lot of competition in the electric truck space. And then once Tesla starts delivering Cybertrucks, then we're going to have tons of comparisons to do to what is the best electric truck. If you haven't already, please comment down below on which super truck you are most excited for. And please do like and subscribe, and take care until next time.